morning. My name is Lisa Harrington. I am one of the pastors at Blue Oaks Church, and for the past 5 years have been coming into senior assisted living facilities to lead chapel service and sing songs. So that's what we're going to do right now. We're going to sing some songs. So please join me. We're going to start with Amazing Grace.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I am found. Was blind, but now I see. 'Twas grace that taught my heart to fear, and grace my fears relieved. How precious did that grace appear the hour I first believed. The Lord has promised good to me. His word my hope secures. He will my shield and portion be, as long as life endures.
The next song we're going to do is called Faith of Our Fathers. So it should be number 2 in your songbooks. Faith of Our Fathers.
Faith of our fathers living still, in spite of dungeon, fire, and sword. Oh, how our hearts beat high with joy whene'er we hear that glorious word. Faith of our fathers, holy faith, we will be true to thee till death. Verse 2. Our fathers chained in prisons dark were still in heart and conscience free. How sweet would be their children's fate if they like them could die for thee. Faith of our fathers, holy faith, we will be true to thee till death. Faith of our fathers, we will strive to win all nations unto thee, and through the truth that comes from God, mankind shall then be truly free. Faith of our fathers, holy faith, we will be true to thee till death.
I wish I could be there hearing you sing. The next song is called How Deep the Father's Love. How Deep the Father's Love.
Page 3. How deep the Father's love for us, how vast beyond all measure, that He should give His only Son to make a wretch His treasure. How great turns his face away, as wounds which mar the chosen one bring many sons to glory. Behold the man upon the cross, my sin upon his shoulder. Ashamed, I hear my mocking voice call out among the scoffers. It was my sin that held him there until it was accomplished. His dying breath has brought me life. I know that it is finished. I will not boast in anything. No gifts, no power, no wisdom. But I will boast in Jesus Christ, his death and resurrection. Why should I gain from his reward? I cannot give an answer, but this I know with all my heart: his wounds have paid my ransom. But this I know with all my heart: his wounds have paid my ransom.
The next song is called Come Thou Fount. Come Thou Fount. It should be page number 4.
Come thou fount of every blessing, tune my heart to sing thy grace. Streams of mercy never ceasing, call for songs of loudest praise. Teach me some melodious sonnet, sprung by flaming tongues above. Praise the mount I'm fixed upon it, mount of thy redeeming love. Oh, to grace how great a debtor daily I'm constrained to be. Let thy goodness like a fetter bind thy wandering heart to thee. Prone to wander, Lord, I feel it, prone to leave the God I love. Here's my heart, oh, take and seal it for thy courts above. Oh, that day when freed from sinning, I shall see thy lovely face, clothed in blood-washed linen. How I'll sing thy sovereign grace. Come, my Lord, no longer tarry. Take my ransom soul away. Send thine angels now to carry me to realms of endless day.
At the end of last year, one of our daughters was expecting twin boys. Needless to say, we were ecstatic. The pregnancy was labeled high risk. They just need to monitor carefully because there can be problems that come up with twins, multiple births. So they watch for things, their weight, and they just monitor that stuff. Twins can come early, which is what these guys did. We got a call from our daughter one morning saying that they were coming. So we booked a flight and we got there just a couple hours after they were born. And the boys did need medical intervention. They were in respiratory distress, and so they were whisked away and they were attached to all kinds of medical equipment, scary looking medical equipment. So when we saw them, they just had wires and cords attached everywhere, and they're just so tiny, and it was just so heartbreaking and hard to see them and hard to see our daughter. The whole experience, caused me to feel helpless. I felt trapped by a circumstance that I couldn't control. I think that's what's happening, now with the COVID situation as well. Literally, we're trapped with the shelter in place, trapped by circumstances that we can't control, we can't fix. And I think there's really no other choice, at least no other good choice, than to trust God. But feelings of helplessness and hopelessness, they make it difficult. At least it makes it difficult for me to focus on anything other than stress and anxiety. And it can be really challenging for us when we don't have any idea when or how or if something's going to resolve and get better. If only we knew at the start of a crisis how it's all going to end or when it's all going to end. Like if I lost my job today but knew I'd find a new one before the end of the month, I'd be out of here. I'd be on vacation. If that were the case, though, if we knew ahead, there wouldn't be any need to look to the Lord, to lean into the God who loves us, right? There wouldn't be any need to rely on his strength, on his provision. It's so easy in difficult circumstances, though, for us to wonder or to ask the question, God, where are you? And why are you allowing this to happen? We all experience it from time to time. The Bible tells us that God is close to the brokenhearted and that Jesus endured suffering so that we could know we aren't alone. I mean, nobody understands pain and suffering like Jesus does. And God he also encourages us to share our sufferings with other people. He created us to need people. So community provides the opportunity to experience God through the support and care of people around us. And even that looks different these days, right? Because families can't come. So the way that we interact with people has changed. I'm thankful, though. I have tried to find things to be thankful about in the middle of this. And, you're surrounded by staff that adore you, caregivers that love you, people that are doing everything they can to make your life better and easier. And I'm even grateful that that there's technology that allows me the opportunity to come and talk into a camera and look into your faces this way and have community. It just looks different. When we know we aren't alone, we have more courage to face whatever situation that we find ourselves in, don't we? I think pain and difficulty remind us of God's character and faithfulness. When we're asked to trust someone, we evaluate what we know about their character, don't we? What kind of person are they? What kind of person are they at their core? And then what are we basing that on? Do we have a feeling, like a feeling about them, or do we have some sort of a past experience? We're not going to continue to trust someone who consistently breaks that trust. But that said, we all make mistakes and we all hurt people. We hurt people we love and we say and do things we don't mean. And I think sometimes as a result that we use our human filter and life experience, and it becomes the filter and the lens that we see God through. Our ability to trust God, it lies in what we believe about his character. So our circumstances change, right? They go all over the place. But God's character does not change. It never changes. He never fails. He's always faithful. When we evaluate who God is according to our life and our circumstances that are all over the place, then we get an unreliable and an unstable and an inaccurate picture of who God is. And it's formed by whatever we see happening in any given moment. But life's not made up of a single moment. It's a story, right? It's one that has a beginning and a middle and an end, and then all of the in-between. In our limited understanding, we need to remember the trustworthiness of the guy that wrote the book, right? We need to remember the trustworthiness of the author. God knows the words that will be written about us long before the events ever unfold in our life. Trusting God is more than a feeling. Our feelings matter, and God cares about our feelings. He does. He cares about what's happening to us. But trusting him in the middle of our circumstances, trusting him with whatever's taking place in our life, that's a choice. It's a choice. 1 Peter 5:7 says this, "Cast all your anxiety on him because he cares for you." And then this beautiful verse in Isaiah 41:10, So do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. You know, our grandsons are 7 months old now, and they are thriving and happy, beautiful little boys. Our daughter, came through, she and our son-in-law, their marriage is strengthened and stretched, and they're even closer as a result of walking through the difficulty of the hard start that the boys got. But they're doing great. And hey, I'm going to just take this opportunity to show you the most beautiful babies that you've ever seen. They're the most beautiful babies in the whole history of babies in the world. So I'll show you this picture, and then we'll sing a couple more songs, and then we'll be done. Next, we're going to sing The Old Rugged Cross. Should be page 5 in your book.
On a hill far away stood an old rugged cross, the emblem of suffering and shame. And I love that old cross, where the dearest and best for world of lost sinners was slain. So I'll cherish the old rugged cross till my trophies at last I lay down. I will cling to the old rugged cross and exchange it someday for a crown. Oh, the old rugged cross, so despised by the world, has a wondrous attraction for me. For the dear Lamb of God left his glory above to bear it to dark Calvary. So I'll cherish the old rugged cross till my trophies at last I lay down. I will cling to the old rugged cross and exchange it someday for a crown.
Next song we're going to do is called This Little Light of Mine.
This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Let it shine till Jesus comes. I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine till Jesus comes. I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine till Jesus comes. I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine.
And we haven't done this one for a while. And because we're talking about kindness and love, I just thought we could sing, I've got the joy, joy, joy down in my heart. All right.
I've got the joy, 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 joy down in my heart. Down in my heart, down in my heart. I've got the joy, 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 joy down in my heart. Down in my heart to stay. And I'm so happy, so very happy. of Jesus in my heart, and I'm so happy, so very happy. I've got the love of Jesus in my heart. I've got the love of Jesus down in my heart, down in my heart, down in my heart. I've got the love of Jesus down in my heart, down in my heart to stay. And I'm so happy, so very happy. I've got the love of Jesus in my heart, and I'm so happy, so very happy. I've got the love of Jesus in my heart.
And normally, every week for the last 3 or 4 years, I pray a blessing over you before I leave. And this time, we're going to go ahead and sing it. So it's in your book, and let's give it a go. Probably it'll be new for some of you, but I really liked it, and I thought this would be a fun way to pray a blessing over you. We'll do it a couple of times.
The Lord bless you and keep you, make your face shine upon you and be gracious to you. The Lord turn his face toward you and give you peace. The Lord bless you and keep you, make his face shine upon you and be gracious to you. The Lord turn his face toward you and give you peace.
One more time.
The Lord bless you and keep you, make his face shine upon you and be gracious to you. The Lord turn his face toward you and give you peace.
I sure do miss you guys, and my prayer for you is that you would stay well, and I sure hope I get to see you sometime soon. I want you to remember that you have value. I appreciate you, and I love you, and God loves you, and he's not done with you yet. See you next time.